Me baby man, look here, in a bed with man. Have me just left work.
If you see that I'm who live now fucking brought down house at Sparkler Center, Mass. You can't tell me nothing about my brother. You can't shut shit about him. Faff.
Because a teacher has set the trend, is that you must have a degree. Otherwise, you know, you get for there with the woman them.
From the outset, let me say that I have no powers to keep you here. So the conversation is not about keeping you here.
It is a mandatory rites of passage now that you go to a university and come out with a degree, or you will be worthless. I'm inclined to
Dana move your blood out and go, Dana. Not because you're a laborer. I wonder how much money them pay you for come talk something like that, Dana. You are a disgrace.
How can you view audio? Tell me how you view audio. Do you listen to audio or you view it?
Kartel hype done you now for Masicka, back to regular programming, back to a 2 little stage show them where you can hardly get 9 people if you take out their phone and record.
When you don't play my bumbuckler brother work and suck on the mother.
One I try to tell you, you know what I'm saying, when I get mad and beat up the wall and it turn up.
I want to think my people, if video them across social media where you see more time pop up in the algorithm, never cease to amaze. So me that's a Jamaican woman caught, you know, giving her man bun, as we are saying a Jamaica, or cheating on her man, so to speak. You see it, and boy, the audacity of the man where I give the bun, me can't believe me ears all now. Me say me have to share it with you know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and also click the notification bell, my people, because you don't know, you know, them things that happen normally, but I never think me see it ever happen in a this style. We are going to take a look on what is going on, and I want you to tell me exactly what you think, my people. You don't know how the thing go. Check it out.
No, no look here now to bumbuckler, no look what me under. Look on the girl who me take up with one pitney. Me take him up with all the pitney. Look on the man where my bumbuckler in my bun with. On look here now. And I work me gone. Work me gone. Watch out. Work me gone. Work me gone. And look on my baby mother to blood clot. My baby mother, look here. In a bed with man. Have me just left work. Me just left out of my house and go work. And watch out. Watch out. Girl tell me lie. Brother, what him tell us? Him tell us you have a baby father, bro?
Yeah, blood clot as no king.
Bro, watch out. He tell us you have a baby father.
Me no really argue like that.
So hold on. One I try to tell you. You know what I'm saying? When I get mad and beat up the wall and it turn up.
Say, my people, and that are going for what are going on. And in terms of the woman get caught giving bun, it's not really nothing strange. You get to me and say, because at the end of the day, you don't know how some of the women them wicked already. I be at them things that them go on with. But oh, me surprised when the man asks the man where do the action. First problem me have with the whole situation, my people, is how the bunner man calm. You know, put on all him shoes, put on him underpants, you know, and you don't know, put on all him shirt and them thing that timely like a theme place. Normally when a man get catch and panala a cheating mission, my people a show window him a chuck, be a things, run out of house naked, be a excitement in the scheme and the village. This a man a come like a theme place, my people. And you know, when the man even page him, the man a say, yo, him not in the long argument as if the man disturb him in the middle and works with people. Boy, I never seen up like this yet. You know, I don't really know how the situation end up, you see it. But boy, if I some as a matter of fact, let me ask you a question, my people. For the G them where they are, if a situation like this, you know, arise around your whole energy and you ask the man we're in action, something like that, and then give that respond, what would you do? Let me know what you think in the comment section, my people. And also when it comes down to the likes of Skillibeng, we see where, you know, it seems as if the statement where Masicka made on his song Honor Roll, where he would have said, tell the princess a one crocodile pan the land. It would have looked like it cut Skillibeng deeper than we think, because the other day he would have dropped the song named Zappa. And of course, we got no response from the likes of Masicka. So you don't know where I say, all right, I just say go little buzz go on and all of that. But we that's where Skillibeng forward back with another song. We see it on Spotify. that goes by the name Glocks, my people. And in that song, he would have basically addressed the whole princess situation, my people. You get to me and say, yeah man, outlining that you can't call Batman princess or something towards that factor, my people. We are going to take a quick listen at what is going on. Check it out.
Spin on your hands like a spiral. Shut a crawl on your neck like a spider. Prince and not princess, so not try that. Be a blood and make your shot wet like a...
So yeah, my people, and that go on for what go on when it comes down to the likes of Skillibeng, you know. Not sure what are your thoughts and your views. I don't know them I do them thing, Masicka, Skillibeng, everybody. I think there would be a bit more action around what is going on at this moment. But, you know, the place look like it gone back to normal and everybody I do what them I do still. So, I don't know anything. Also, with us where veteran entertainer Barrington Levy is now, you know, viewing the streaming era as ridiculous. Stating that him don't see how it makes sense and a man say them a stream audio and all of that. Him know say people listen audio and wish that the music go back to the vinyl farm people where a man actually sing a record and you go purchase the record to your liking. Not, you know, you just see something and you just click on it and it count as a view and man I tell you say, oh, him have 20 million or 30 million view. He's stating that he does not subscribe to that, my people. Check out what the legend has said.
How can you view audio? Tell me how you view audio. Do you listen to audio or you view it? It is so ironic and so ridiculous that people is going to tell me that, oh, I pull up my song and I get 20 billion views. I'm used to record sales, not views and likes. I wish the music go back to vinyl. I think it was much better and more tangible. You have a favorite song of yours and you go to the record shop and buy it. You get a copy of your record and then you bring it home. Makes sense. To me, from 1980 to 1992, I went back to Jamaica. In them times, it was hard when you release a song to get it played on BBC Radio 1, to get like a A-list play. The music business wants people to love it, not just to use it for financial gain only, but really genuinely love it. And don't make bamboo fire music. Make logwood fire music. You know, bamboo just blaze up and whoop, like gas and hot. With the logwood, it slowly burns. So you make songs with oomph. You make songs with staying powers. That's what I would tell the next generation. And don't be a trendsetter and not a follower. The love for the music is very important to me. Yes, and that is why I'm blessed by the Almighty God. I'm still carrying on.
So yeah, my people, that is the legendary Barrington Levy speaking. You know, you don't know when them man talk no dog back, you see. But we are no dog still, so we can have our own little opinion on the whole thing. And to me, it's a double-edged thing, you see, because at the end of the day, you know, we as the consumers, you know, deserve forget the highest quality of music I pass through with ears, my people. I get to me and say, and entertainer we pride them job supposed to basically put out the highest and the best quality. But at the end of the day, you know, man and man, they have to make some food and make money as well, my people. I get to me and say, so the entertainment industry figure out, say, well, here we go on. You know, you can, if people can actually, you know, just stream it and so forth, more money will come in, more entertainers will make money, producer, you know, everybody will make more food and so forth, my people. But there is also, you know, a downside to it. It start make man, you know, kind of rig the game, so to speak. So people will just put out any quality music, sing any type of thing because them know say, yo, once someone click on it, it count towards a stream and then it will count towards a income, my people. So me understand what Barrington Levy is saying and agree to some extent, but on the other side of things, my people, I do not think it will go back there. So, and you don't know, as I say, it come down to the conscience of the artist for respect the art where them put out, my people, but at the end of the day, a man still I go on to get paid said way. So I just say thing go my people. And also with us where the likes of Unruly Squid, the sister of Popcaan, get dark on some people who try to downplay her brother Popcaan greatness, my people. Yeah man, S.Y.M and all of them things they go on. Because Mumza say, yo, she know in a styling thing when it comes down to her brother. No joke, no in this up, my people. Check it out.
Remember when we are fucking bumbleclad, probably like 15 or 14, this man got tell me, yo, make her be a fucking star. Make her be a fucking star, a superstar. The fuck? I mean, if you say that I'm live now fucking brought down house as bumbleclad St. Thomas, you can't tell me nothing about my brother, you can't shut shit about him. Fuck off. Me this in a real fucking lifetime too. Not just from the media, in a real life, me this Fuck. Don't come say shit about my brother. For my life. Two. Uno just chat it. Uno not like we, uno fucking walk along and chat it. Cause me got this for real. Especially when my friend them over here tell me to stop. Brawling. Cause you niggas uno dep on the internet that cuss about some man when they even know no exist. So imagine how me got this for my brother and I'm not give a fuck. I mean have no a bumbleclad apology back at that. The fuck? When I don't play my bumbleclad brother work and suck on the mother. I don't come for my live. This is my fucking platform. You don't come at disrespect for coming at this, And me no want nobody come tell me, oh, you need to get moderator. Me, I'm my own fucking moderator. Fuck off. Fuck. Wherever you have a good vibe, they could have a good vibe. The fuck, him is a mad bum. You don't even know the half. Yes, me, mad. Not to mention when it comes to my fucking family. The fuck? On the lucky say me a Popcaan bumbuckler brother. That's on for lucky say me is a sister.
So my people, that is the likes of Unruly Squid outlining that, the struggle was real. You see, there was no going around the struggle when them in the liquor board house and so forth. And Popcaan was actually aspiring them time there to be someone great and also outline and envision say, yo, him a go be great one of the days. And she's stating that she will see that play out in front of her eyes. She not take no talk from nobody where I go around our brother thing, my people. So straight up S.Y.M for anybody where I go against the order. You see it. And also, fans of Vybz Kartel would have see where step out and I say when it comes down to the likes of Masicka, them feel like the Vybz Kartel I done my people. These fans are believes that when it comes down to Masicka would be like the Gaza fan base would trigger all of what is going on and the Barclays and the album thing over and all of that. So everything is back to normal when it comes down to Masicka. Do you think it's bad mind or it's facts? Me don't know how we not gonna look on it, but check out this where the GR say my people.
Kartel hype, done ya now for Masicka, back to regular programming, back to a 2 little stage show them where you can hardly get 9 people to take out their phone and record. Big up to the teacher for helping Masicka sell out the Barclays, ask me how. You know see the impeccable timing of that Dean Jackson Miller interview. Yeah, because in PR team know how emotionally charged the man them claim say they say Croxby, so they know say it would be a selling factor. Impeccable timing. Don't know big up on the 900 copies of the album sold and the 3,000 and change stream otherwise, but one now, park again, Diamancy. If we not call your name, you're not relevant. If we not say Masicka, the fans them and the comment section have none to talk about. Back to hibernation. Telling you already, this did nothing for the man career. Barclay don't know. Next album next year, I only factor of relevance that him better keep the albums coming so we can have something to talk about. Because we not see accolades them otherwise. We them boys, man. Lambo and Bentley, we need them ties, man. What a motivation. Big up yourself, Kartel.
My people, that a go on pan what a go on in here. Get to me and say, yeah, man. And I guess what the G would say in other words, my people, that when it comes down to Vybz Kartel, him is a overall entertainer, my people, and some of the other man them are just like good musicians. You see it. So yeah, a man we put out an album or do some shows and whatever, and you a buzz going around that and so forth. And that is good for him and good for film pocket and so forth. But at the end of the day, the fans them in a 2026 crave non-stop entertainment. So, while some man goes a boom and they make a food and them vanish as well. Even Masicka would have saying I'm sang my people. You would have the likes of Vybz Kartel out here making food like everybody else as well, but he's still out here giving him fans them conversation. So that is the difference with Vybz Kartel and a lot of these people. So that is the reason why a lot of people will say, well, oh, them would have want to see somebody else in the front running and all of that. But it go hard because you are going to satisfy the appetite of these people out here. You see it. It can't be just, you come put out some music, do one show, you get some conversation, and then you disappear until you want to do that again. You see, because, when it comes down to Kartel, him not do that. Him there all day every day. So every day you can conversate something about Vybz Kartel. So the brethren I say, well, you know, the rest of them ride the wave of Kartel and, you know, reach where them reach. And it's over at this moment. So I don't know my people. If you don't agree with that statement, yes or no. Me would have want to hear what I say. And also, a bit on the political line, my people, would have see where the likes of Prime Minister Andrew Only, so that basically are finally visit Cooper spend my people, explaining to the people that him could have reached a long time, but him not just want to tell the people I and hello. Him did have to look through thoroughly and basically come up with a solution and also outline that he is near a solution and so forth. So he might come check in with the people and hear what they say and also tell them the truth and not sugarcoat not my people, and also that outline that he does not have the power to let them stay there, my people. So I might make that be known from the get-go. Check it out.
Everyone again, good morning. First of all, let me thank you all for coming out this morning. And let me say from the outset that when the incident happened, it really saddened me. And I immediately responded to ensure that we didn't have a humanitarian crisis. It is an unfortunate tragedy, essentially, that has befallen you who are living in this community. But it is one that could have been avoided, one that we take close attention to, we pay close attention to it. And I'm here today to conduct for myself a ground truthing exercise, meaning that I'm coming here to see exactly what is here. To see the faces of the people who have been impacted, to see the houses and property that has been destroyed. But more than that, I'm here for the truth. And to have a conversation with you about the future and how we will try our best to protect your interests as well. From the outset, let me say that I have no powers to keep you here. So the conversation is not about keeping you here. And I want that to be clearly understood. The conversation has to be about what alternatives can be presented to you, what options can be presented to you to assist you to transition to other regular and legal occupation of land. So I'm not here to give you false hope. I am here to have a truthful conversation with you and for us to work out the options. I could have come much earlier, but it wouldn't be meaningless for me to come to just to say I'm sorry for what has happened to you. I think you want to hear more from your Prime Minister.
Yes, sir.
As you are aware, it is a very complex issue. And I've had to take the time to read the very long history of this particular situation so that I don't add further complications to the matter. Right? My presence here must be to advance the matter, to make it one where a resolution can be reached. I believe I'm close to that now, that I do have certain solutions that I can announce, and I will, after the tour, say what these possibilities are. You are already aware that a team from the Ministry of Housing has been in the area conducting research, checking with you, doing this kind of social survey. That team will be augmented by a team from the Social Development Commission. So we are going to be doing serious work to identify the households that are impacted, and then we can properly tailor the solutions to that. So the work has begun. So again, thank you for welcoming me. Please know that you are always in my thoughts, and I'm doing my best to put forward a solution that is sustainable, that is fair and just, and one which will give you access to property, ownership, legal standing that will break intergenerational poverty.
Say I'm a beautiful people, and that I go on pan what I go on. You know. You get to me and say that is Prime Minister and journalist. Any thoughts and views on that speech? Make me know on the thing. And also, me just see a bridging a rip up Auntie Dana to shreds because Auntie Dana would have say when it comes down to Jamaica, it more on a better level than back then, my people. This young man basically agree and it's outlining that Auntie Dana is now residing in another country. So if Jamaica was so prosperous, why she lived there? Check it out.
Auntie Dana go. Dana will run the charity. Me can't believe me see you on TikTok. I can talk about how much this government has done for Jamaica and how much they have improved Jamaica and the lives of the Jamaican people. How nobody at Jamaica no poor again and everybody have house and a drive car. And Dana, are you for real, Dana? You, Dana, where they run the charity for help people, you probably do more for some people than what a member of parliament and any prime minister has ever done for them. And you come on TikTok and come talk about this and that. Dana, not because you're a labor right now means that you have to come tell lie. That no mean you have to come and spread propaganda. Dana, stop it. Dana, the lottery scamming has done more for Jamaica than every single government has ever done for this country, both PMP and JLP. Because if I never lottery scamming, none of the youth them at Jamaica would know what it's like to wear a good suit of clothes, much less sleep in a proper house or drive a vehicle. Dana, you're wicked. If for the Jamaica government alone, most of we would have still in a board house. If I never lottery scam, and some of we family them we have to run through bar and go foreign, go live in a basement, none of we wouldn't know what is life. Dana move your blood clot and go, Dana. Not because you're a laborer. I wonder how much money them pay you for come talk something like that, Dana. You are a disgrace as a big woman, but you know what, Dana, I don't expect no better from you. Because you can't even read. You will see your name on a bull and near me. You can't even pronounce a word, but you come and talk about prosperity. I doubt you can spell prosperity. I doubt you can spell prosperity, but you come on TikTok and spread such propaganda. You will come to me like the whole of labor right them are dance. Because all you know see are politics. You have the nerves to come and talk about nobody no poor Jamaica again. Everybody a driver, everybody have house. Then I see newspaper when them say how many vehicles have been repossessed. The people them only are going to take out loan and take vehicle for go on like them thing big. 1 year or a couple months time, them cannot pay fee, them cannot sustain the payments, so the vehicles are repossessed. And that you call success, and that you call prosperity, it is only an illusion of prosperity. Dana, move your hey Dana, I don't want this because you're a big woman, but you get me really upset. You need to come off of the internet to them fuck with the girl, focus for your charity. Because you talk about Jamaica nice and sweet, yet still you do not reside in Jamaica. What make you run away from Jamaica? What make you run away from Jamaica? I come talk about prosperity. If I never did charity, your house would look so good because you benefit from the charity. If you did for work, then 9 to 5, you wouldn't have a house. So talk about that, then you for go on where you go, man. No found a hypocrite, bro, and that's why the country now go better. Because you know hide back of politics and promote foolishness.
Say my people that are what the brethren are saying, fully passionate and I like the fire hard from Auntie Dana. But as me say, I do where you can look on the argument, because a man can just simply like say, all right, I can look on why that go on in a 2016 or 2006 and compare it to 2026 and see how the thing goes, see how Jamaica has advanced and all of that, my people. And it may come up with a conclusion as to if it better or worse, you see. And you don't know, you may have some people where, especially, you may have a lot of people where I look for perfection when it comes down to the island. And to me, that will never exist, my people, because even in America, where you would have say, or them would have say is a first world country or a fully developed country or so forth. You may drive past in your car and see a person out there so homeless said we are my people, and here, as we say, is a first world country with all of the opportunities them and so forth. So probably a man just look upon it and I say, well, we still see people are suffer and so forth. Henceforth, the place is not better and all of that. But me look, and as we say, you see places where them would have called first world, and you still see the same thing. Probably you don't see it as much, but it's still there, my people. So at the end of the day, as me say, a perspective. You get me? I say, and but the general I deal with anti-Dana wicked, my people. You get me? I say, yeah, man. But female anti-Dana thing that still, cause more while anti-Dana pull off some little half-key reasoning for true. So I just say thing of my people. But not sure what are your thoughts and your views. And also, you see the video viral the other day where the young lady, I think them say she's a teacher. And she would have said she is not dating any man without a degree, which is a black man, my people. I get me and say she's stating that she would have tried other races. And people would have say our preference is our preference, but it sounds disrespectful and bitter to the black man. They want to know who hurt her and all of that, my people. And you know, we don't see where the likes of Isaac would have a reasoning upon it and stating that, you know, he would agree with what she's saying and that explain the context, you know. I guess he more reason along the lines of, you know, teens were getting in trouble, run a line with the law, my people. He is stating that, you know, him feel like when them get all 15, 20 years, it kind of harsh, you know, 10 is sufficient and all of that, my people. And also spoke on his convictions and how him basically make life after that. Very interesting what Isaac had to say. So we have to take a listen, my people.
To save a problem that we create. That's decade number 1. Decade number 2 is a decade is 10 years. But in that decade, 5 of it is critical. For it is there you're preparing for CXCs and CSEC and transitioning into adulthood. A requirement, which is now a requirement for young black men, because a teacher has set the trend, is that you must have a degree. Otherwise, you know, you get for there with the woman them. It is a mandatory rites of passage now that you go to a university and come out with a degree or you will be worthless. I'm inclined to agree. Every black son of Jamaica should go through a tertiary institution so that they can be competitive in the world. So that when they get to America and England and everything, they have the requisite qualifications to actually compete in a society that is really functioning, not performative, but a society that can help. All right. Now, this is decade number 2, you know, and this is the critical decade. In decade number 2, you have adults saying, lock them up and give them 14 years and 15 years. So if the mandatory minimum is 15 years and you're only 12, you've only completed 1 decade of your life. But the legislators are saying we should take a decade and a half of that away from them, so that when you're caught into the system, it is 3 generations that you're missing. So that's 3 decades, 10 years each, because when you complete it, it's 30 years. Now, appreciate that when it comes to serious crimes for juveniles, you have them giving 40 years, that's 4 decades. So sentences are manifestly excessive for a life that is short. And we're talking about juveniles, we're not talking about adults who have autonomy in a way that their frontal lobe is fully developed and all of the nonsense that come with psychology, right? Now, I must say to you, having gone through this for my life, let me explain something to you. By the time I was 17, I was caught in the judicial system and I was convicted as a juvenile. That's all that took place in the 2nd decade of my life. Just listen to this. And by the end of the 2nd decade of my life, I had 2 convictions. And the punishment for that was the 3rd decade of my life. So the first decade of your life, the first 2 decades of your life is filled with school. So you're to go to school to prepare for the rest of your life. Yeah. But the second decade of my life, the critical decade from 10 to 20, at the end of it, I had 2 convictions. The punishment for which was the third decade of my life, 20 to 30. So, it means let's talk Bible talk now. 3 generations later, you are sent to a society to reintegrate and participate. Now, the reintegration of a juvenile into a society to compete with functional human beings for scarce resources is almost it's a legal impossibility. There is no expectation for society that has never even written a green paper or a white paper on rehabilitation and its effect, right? Would there be an expectation that 3 generations later and an invitation to participate in the 4th decade of your life to make something of your life, that you would ever overcome and defy the odds? Well, I, who anchor my expectations on God, realize the importance of decades. So yes, a judge in his wisdom says, punish him and take a decade of his life and see what happens. And if not enough, put them on probation after serving a decade for 2 more decades. So, I want you to appreciate something. A judge says, after you take the black man, this is American law, and take a decade of his life, put him on probation for 2 further decades. So the punishment in its entirety is 30 years. Seems harsh, but in Jamaica they're saying, put him away for 30 years and 40 years. And then when him let out, just send the JCF to just unalive him because he's not no use again. But listen to me. I'm simply giving it to you, you know. So this isn't abstract. This is saying after a juvenile has derailed his life, after a youth offender, a young offender has derailed, we're dealing with decades as generation. So when I return at 30, there's about 3-4 generations walking around, leaving high school, doing this and competing in the market. So that when I entered law school at half of my 4th decade in life, because I'd have been 34, 35, I only have half of a decade before I reach 40. And remember the rule is that when you turn 40, if you don't have it together, you're really useless, you know. Because then you're just relying on God's intervention and winning the lotto and somebody see you and some extraordinary story. So hear me. You enter a classroom and you know what's there? Persons who are completing their 2nd decade, because they're 17, 18 and 19-year-olds who are going to law school now. And they expect to finish and become a lawyer by the time they're 23, 22. So that they have years of life ahead of them. Some of them have not even gone to the Court of Appeal yet because them don't reach 30 years at the bar. Some of them waiting to be 55 to go to the Privy Council because they're living in that patriarchal colonial society that has set structure, because the opulent man is an old man, a man who's looking like Socrates and a man who, you know, in his Trump years The superior patriarchal man is Donald Trump. And you have to wait until you get there so that you can make laws and says, you know, if you don't trust the police, put your trust in a crackhead, because it is the police that is defending the society. Plus, if you didn't get it, I'm white. Yeah. And then stay like this and then ball up on neck. And someone will chew tobacco. That's the opulent man. Right? Somebody said the word useless must be broken down and applied. Thank you for that, 7 God's child, because context matters. It is not me who is saying that. It is society that is putting pressure on people because of the markers of a decade. It's design of a decade, you know. So I'm saying to you that they will say you're young and you have time. They always say you're young and you have time. But then as soon as you start to read 36, 37, 38, the biological clocks are ticking. Society look at you. If you're a woman, them say, why you don't have a child yet? Something must be wrong with you. If you're a man, the same thing. They question your sexuality. They question your ability to have children. They question whether you're impotent or you're barren or whatever. And society puts pressure and discrimination reaches you because of society's construct. Now, if you're Beyonce and Janet Jackson and strong, successful women, and because of technology and because of advances in society, J-Lo had hers at 50, Mariah Carey has hers at 40. The woman them who have after them have them full career, them go and them have them twins when them are 50 and 55 and 60. And if you're a Shaka Khan, you sing through the fire and the mic way out of Redhills Road while you're dead on a Montego Bay and you're singing at the mic and everybody hears you. And the time and everything is different when you are successful. But you start to see it. And that is why 600,000 people in Jamaica are labeled as squatters, and people who are running the clock and trying to own a home is cursing the squatters for trying to do so not the way that is conventional. Because the markers of success is to struggle in life and defy the odds and said, I did it, so you can too. And I could have taken a position and said, listen, I was convicted twice. I am a lawyer. I'm a member of parliament. If I did it, you can too. Therefore, if you get locked up, it's no excuse that you...
Say, my people, that is Isaac Buchanan, you know. Not sure what are your thoughts and your views, but, you know, you can leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Big up on yourself and bless up on yourself. I'm out.